Hi there, it's Susan Granfield and welcome back to this next video in the series on a new approach to time management. So in the first video we were answering the question, how do I stop procrastinating? And this time we're going to answer a question which is kind of linked, and the question is, I get so easily distracted, how do I stay focused on one thing at a time? Now the first thing to say really is, you're not alone. We are all so easily distracted these days by constant updates and alerts and pings and all of our devices giving us lots of useful information. And also we've got lots of people around us who require different things from us at different times. So it's really no surprise that it's difficult for us to focus on one thing at a time. But the thing is that focus is like any other muscle that you might want to strengthen and build. It just takes a bit of conscious focused attention and a bit of discipline. Now the first thing to do is to consciously choose what you want to focus on. You need to be clear that you're doing this, you're not doing that, and you're not doing that. So if you want to stay focused, choose one thing to do. And once you've chosen that thing, be really clear on what it is that you're wanting to do. So it might be writing an email, writing a report, doing some filing, or it might be having a conversation with someone. It might be making the dinner or tidying the house. Whatever it is, just say to yourself, this is what I'm doing. And you might want to set yourself a time limit, especially if it's something that might take a long time, because to sit and do something that's going to take 3 hours, wow, that's going to take a lot of concentration. So maybe set yourself a limit of 20 minutes and set a timer. And once you start the thing, keep reminding yourself, this is what I'm doing, I'm only doing this thing. And then when you notice that your mind wanders, and it will, probably quite quickly, when you notice that you're thinking about something else and maybe just going through the motions, or in fact, you've got caught into a track of doing something else, notice that's happened and say to yourself, okay, what was it I originally set out to do? Right, it's this, okay, come back to that. Don't beat yourself up. Don't say, oh, I failed, or there I go again, or, oh, well, I'll just take a few minutes to do this. The discipline part is noticing, okay, I'm now not focusing on what I was wanting to focus on and coming back to it. And just like you might go to the gym and lift weights to build up big biceps, that's what you're doing with your attention. When you notice it's wandered, you bring it back. It might wander 100 times, but bring it back 100 times. And it's by doing that that you really, over time, develop the ability to stay focused more often for longer periods of time. So there are practical things you can do as well. You can turn off alerts on your phone or your computer, put your phone on silent. And something that sometimes feels a bit awkward for people but is really helpful is to say to other people, please don't disturb me, I'm doing this right now. And in the moment they might be a bit miffed that you're not giving them attention, but what it means is if you say to them, give me half an hour or whatever it might be, then I'll come to you, they're going to get your full attention, not the 50 at best % of your attention they might get when you're trying to do two things at once. So there's some practical things you can do, but at the end of the day, there's no shortcut to this. There's really no shortcut. It's just about noticing when your mind has wandered and coming back to the thing you said you were going to do. Do it when you're watching TV, when you're making a cup of tea, when you're having a conversation with someone. Do it all the time. This is what I'm doing. Oops, hang on, I got distracted, and come back. So hopefully you find that useful and try it out over the next little while. If you have any questions or you want to make any comments, you can get in touch or use the comments box below, and feel free to share this video with someone you know gets distracted quite easily. Thanks, and I'll see you again.